So it's Wednesday, the 14th of January. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. Hardly any wind. But I thought I'd take this opportunity to go out for a punt. It couldn't be more different to yesterday. Yesterday was pouring with rain, grey all day. And look at today, it's absolutely beautiful. So, what's the plan? I think what we'll do, the tide's going out, so I can leave my trolley here. I've got another 2 hours of ebb, so I'm not planning on being out that long. So what I'll do is I'll just head out, see how far I get out. And, well, if the wind completely dies, I can just drop the rig and row in. So welcome along. There's the trolley. So that should be high and dry by the time I get back. But there is not a lot of wind. I can just feel something on my cheek. But look at this. It's like sailing on Mercury. Here we go. It's just enough breeze to get us going. Don't think we're going to go far, but hey ho. So yeah, I'm actually supposed to be up in a sales conference today. My company's got a sales conference up in Birmingham, but I've decided to take a day off. My boss has been very understanding. He's a top man, as it's my 60th birthday. So I just thought, what's the best way to celebrate your 60th birthday? And I couldn't think of any better reason than this, better thing than this. That noise in the background is one of the oystermen. I'm not sure if he was the guy that was out last week, but he sounds like he's sorting out his catch. He's obviously been out this morning, and he's dredged for oysters, probably in Deutsch or Sulka or wherever, and it sounds like he's doing a bit of sorting. Just over my shoulder. Where's he coming around the back of this fishing boat? Oi, keep the noise down, will ya? Keep the noise down. I'm trying to enjoy this. What, Classic FM? Got any big ones? Got any big ones? That was Will. He's obviously been out this morning sorting out his oysters. I think he's got a stall in one of the markets up in London. He's actually got a Instagram channel. I think it's Blackwater Oysters. If I can find it, I'll put a link in the description. And the reason I mentioned about a big oyster is he had somebody, an Instagram influencer, come to his stall a couple of months back, and he had this oyster there, which was almost the size of his face. It was huge. It was so big that she had to. You couldn't eat it traditionally like an oyster. You had to, just swallow it. You had to use a knife and fork. So and that's had God knows how many views. So that's kind of gone viral. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, just had a nice little chat with him about turning 60. We're both a bit of bar humbug about it. Especially this time of year, it's unless you get a day like this where it's absolutely gorgeous. If my birthday had been yesterday, I'd have been sitting indoors, regretting taking the day off, wishing I was up in Birmingham. But this is just beautiful, life affirming. It's fantastic. Oh look, there's a bit of breeze over there. Look, we're not going to break any speed records, but that looks lovely. Let's go for it. Look at that, just enough breeze to get us going. Should get a little lift. Take us above this launch. It's got an oyster catcher sitting on the stern. Here he goes. We've got about another 2 hours of ebb. So, and it's not a very big tide today. It's only about 3.8 metres. We do get tides up to 5.8. And anything over 5 metres, and that normally covers the Strood, which is the road that joins the island to the mainland. A 3.8 metre tide will barely cover the marshes, and it certainly won't be like last week where you're sailing in channels that are 6 feet wide. There's a nice little breeze now. There was absolutely nothing when I launched. Right, let's see if we can do a no paddling tack. So, lean the boat over. Put my weight forward. Here she comes. Not quick. Here we go, beautiful. So I've rigged up this sprit halyard tensioning device, which I have explained in some of my other videos. But basically, it gives you, it's a bit sophisticated for a punt, so I don't know if you can see the sail. You can see you can make it really baggy, which is horrible, and you can just take the creases out. Look at that, beautiful. There we go. Yeah, so the plan is sail through Mersea Fleet, around Cobmarsh, that's Cobmarsh to port, and then we'll have a look, we'll sail along the recharge, which is where they dredged up some of Harwich and Felixstowe Harbour and dumped a lot of the shingle and shale and gravel onto the shore there to try and protect Cobmarsh from eroding away. So sail past that and then see how we get on. Maybe sail along the beach a little bit. Here we go. We're at the top of Mersea Fleet. The wind is shifting around quite a bit, so I'm not going to go out too far. That's the recharge, Cobmarsh. I know it looks like I'm out quite far here, but actually, so if I do a quick depth test, there we go, there's the oar. There we go. What's that, 3 foot deep? 3 foot, maybe 4 foot deep. So, yeah, within wading depth. Although I think it will be, I'd be more worried about the cold than the depth. So, I don't know what the sea temperature is at the moment, but it's probably 5 degrees, something like that. Yeah, so this is the recharge. There's Cobmarsh Island. So all of this sandbank here has been dredged up from Harwich and Felixstowe Harbour. And it's all to protect the Cobmarsh in storms, because that island has got a lot smaller. This area here, you used to be able to sail through here. In fact, I think I've got some punt videos where we used to sail through. Now you can see it's basically all silted up, and it's now a lagoon. Right, ready to go. Let's. Tide's gone out a little bit, so I don't want to scratch the bottom too much. So let's just grab the bow, walk it round. There we go. Oh, I ought to invest in a head cam. Actually, that's trying to do all these jobs one-handed is not ideal. Right, catch the main sheet before it goes in the water. And away we go. Gonna head round Cobmarsh, and then there's a channel called Besham, which we're going to go through, which goes past a place called Shingle Point, which is on Mersea Beach. Very popular in the summer, where kids come down and watch the sunset. So yeah, we're sort of sailing on the wind, just watching the luff. You can see it starting to curl there. I probably could pull the sail in a little bit tighter, but I'm only doing it one-handed at the moment. Just made it round the point of Cobmarsh Island. Sailing through Besham now. This is a very shallow channel. Not recommended to come in here at this sort of state of tide. If you're in anything other than a duck punt, you are likely to run aground. So I've just sailed past the soldier. He's been there for about 7 years, amazingly, because they were part of a commemoration of the centenary of the Armistice Day, and they were actually replaced because the engineer who made them didn't think that they were solid enough to last, but this guy, he's obviously done really well. So it's a nice little feature. There's a few of them. There were about 30 of them that originally were put on the Strood, on the right-hand side of the Strood as you come onto the island. They looked absolutely fantastic, especially when you got them in a sunset. There's some great photos of them. And after a couple of years, they were auctioned off, and there's a few of them dotted around Mersea. So I'm amazed that he's done so well, because he's actually pretty exposed out there, and obviously surrounded by salt water, and on some of the big tides he does get covered. So yeah, very impressive. So there's Shingle Point. That's where I walked the dogs this morning. It's about the only place on Mersea Beach that at low tide, if you're desperate to go for a swim, you can actually get it. It's quite accessible. You can see, even at we're about an hour away from low tide now, or maybe less than that actually, 50 minutes away from low tide, and you can see it's shingle all the way. It's quite steep, but there are quite strong currents that are around here, so there are warning signs up. But there's the Mersea houseboats in the background. What time is the tide? It says low tide at 2:51, and it is, well, it's at 25 to 3. So low tide's in about 15 minutes. But actually, these boats have already turned. You can see these boats have already turned, and actually, as I'm sailing through here, it feels like I've got the tide underneath me, but hey ho. Maybe it turns first in Besham. It is the first channel that the water would get to, so maybe it's already turned in Besham. Yeah. Silence. Apart from a Airbus A380 making its final approach into Heathrow. I don't think you'll make that out, but it's I can see it. The smack mayfly. Oh, that sun is lovely and warm. Boo. Hello, mate, all right? Bit of maintenance. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I thought I'd take the day off today. It's my birthday. It's a big one as well. Very, I love you. You're a top man. I wish. See you, mate. $50. I wish. He looks like he's just about to come off the causeway there, look. Well, the hammerhead. I'll keep out of his way. Or maybe he's going to go back in. No, he's reversing off. Round up, past the hammerhead. Back to the hard. Go around the back of the stingy. Then round up. And we are back. Well, that definitely beats a day at work. Fantastic. What a great birthday. Thanks for coming along. So I'll do the YouTube thing now. So if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and all that malarkey. And hopefully next time I go out, there'll be a few more of us. We'll plan it, and we get some beautiful days like this in the winter. So yeah, that'd be good. Okay, brilliant. Thanks everyone.